So let's take a look at the new prospects, because we now have an entirely new world to look at. So we've done a lot of gameplay on Olympus. First cohort, Ground Zero, where fortunes are found and lives are lost. Earth-like terror zone centered on a mountainous Arctic region. Yes. I've done 27 out of 60 friggin' missions. There's a lot still left to do. Granted, a lot of the missions are not drastically different from each other. So, 27 missions done is pretty good. Now we have the Styx region. Repealed red zone, ripe for taking. Earth-like terror zone centered around large braided rivers, teeming with wildlife. We have a whole new thing to do. And it looks like we have one mission to choose from. Omphalos.
Word has it that the Lagos chair has declared this area safe for prospecting. Seems kinda odd, seeing as it's been tagged a red site since that incident with the ACS. Just between us, I get the feeling that Lagos is itching to expand the entire ICARUS operation. Can't think of anything else that would have them open this place back up. Anyway, the UDA needs someone to survey new landing zones. Think you're up for it?
Alright then. The UDA has recently opened up a previously barred area for prospecting. Mission, scout out 3 potential landing zones within the new area. Terms, this area is under-surveyed and was previously deemed too dangerous for human traversal. Proceed with caution. The UDA takes no responsibility for contractor safety. Of course not. Alright, so, relatively short mission, low reward, easy, shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Gonna claim it and make sure that I've got all my gear. Yep, that looks good. Yup. Alright, so my goal here is just to get in and get the very basics of a survival thing set up until everyone starts joining in as they get home for the evening from whatever else they were doing. I love that the audio being played is free-falling, because it's the only acceptable song, really. Now, this new Styx area is going to be physically laid out differently, but functionally identical.
All right. Your survey equipment was loaded onto your dropship. Make sure to grab it. Considering you're the first on site, they've tried to keep you away from the more risky areas. Allegedly. I'd still be cautious if I were you. Never know what's lurking out there. Don't forget your beacons. Can't transmit the data without them.
Alright then. Beacons. Take. Oh. Beacons. Taken.
Okay. Time to find some lovely spots for landing a dropship. Oh, the UDA also requires you to clear the immediate area. Did I forget to mention that?
Okay, so let's get picking. It looks like we're going to have a long run to all 3 areas. So, definitely want to just kind of park ourselves somewhere nearby here. We do have new animals to worry about, and I don't know what their spawn areas are or what their habits are, so we're gonna have to be a little bit careful. That's a noise. That was a new noise. Oh, hey, there it is. That's a Kia. Kia's the new kind of mountain-loving parrot thing. I'm gonna shoot it. If I can find it. So this is their first bird that they've introduced. Where are you, bird thing? Oh, hi. Found you. They fly in relatively straight lines. This is good. Oh, hey, Wolfie. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Alright, so looking at the map, and I got nothing. All I've got is some water over here that would be nice, but we've got a full dead end up here. I'm actually going to go this way just to see what this little area is. They changed up the look of the oxite that you can pick up. Interesting. So this is an Arctic zone. So it looks like we're going to have to go up into an Arctic zone at least once here. So I'm going to skip going that way for now, because we now know the Arctic is roughly that away. There might be some other stuff that way, but whatever. I need to find water. Water would be handy. I see a Komodo. I don't know if they're hostile or not. Are you hostile? Are you hostile? You're not hostile. Okay. You're gonna be. Alright, cool. What's inside of you? Alright. The critter meat. Fair enough. So Komodos are tough buggers. They don't take as much damage from headshots. That's good to know. Alright, gonna head practice on those guys. Heh, got one. Good, we still have our regular deer, animal, and whatnot. Because I was kind of wondering, the new things that they added were feathered, lizard, and lizard. So I was kind of wondering about the lack of fur that we might not have access to. But we've got all of our original critters too. Alright, so aiming for water. So we're going this way. Probably should stop and cook some meat first, so I can have a little bit of food. Oh dear. That's a thing. That's a thing indeed. There's a weird toothy cliff cave thing over there. I kind of dig it. Alright, so water's down there. I guess it's not that big of a deal to try to mountain goat down it. Sure, why not? Ow. Yeah, that's fine. Spooked deer. Those arrows aren't going anywhere near where I want them to go. That was an unnerving noise. What was that? Something's grumbling and growling over this way. Is that just the Komodo making that noise? Nope, not Komodo. Jaguar. I thought that sounded angry kitty-like. I couldn't quite tell. Whew, alright. Good to know that that's a thing. Howdy, smooth agent. And then we have a Komodo coming over here. Hi, buddy. Oh, the Komodos are territorial. Okay, good to know. Cool, we're learning all sorts of fun stuff. Everything's trying to kill me. No, okay, well, I'm bad at that, apparently. Hey, carrots. That sounds like another angry kitty. Do I get a moment to rest yet? Maybe. Bunny! I need a pocket rabbit. Missed. There we go. Pocket rabbit. Not gonna let me get up. Not gonna let me get up. Yeah, you missed the hard space part. Sorry. Okay, so I think this little mini ledge here would be kind of a neat place to build. Maybe right there. Yeah, right there. Here, bird. No, no bird. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking like right there, over that waterfall kind of thing would be kind of neat. I never drank my water, did I? Water. Where'd that wolf go? Where'd that wolf go? Oh, there's the wolf. Okay. Flying wolf. Oh, we have little fishes in this river. This is good. I don't think any more room for things, but it's good to know it's there. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, they're coming downstream. Alright, we have a fishy spawn point.
Hello.
Hello! How are you doing?
Oh, you know, pretty good here. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm exploring the new land.
Ooh. How's it so far?
Exhausting.
Well, I will come help.
I have tentatively picked a spot to start building,
Okay.
and there's a fish spawn point right there.
Like a small pond fish spawn point thing?
It's acting like that, but it's a longer river. So they're spawning in one spot and then swimming like 10 feet one direction, then the other direction, etc. And they're just going back and forth.
That's glitchy.
It is a little bit, but I have 25 fish already, so this is good.
Wow.
Okay, let me start chopping things. Smooth Agent, are you talking about anything new in hard space? Or are you talking about in ICARUS?
Knife, axe, pick. Okay, that should be everything.
Okay, I have caused a bit of a problem for myself in that I filled up my inventory and didn't leave any space to put stuff. Here, plop that there.
Have you already discussed Kenobi, or have you not watched it yet?
I have not watched it yet.
Okay.
I vaguely knew it existed, but that's about it. I am really avoiding anything Disney Plus, honestly, because it's fucking Disney.
That is fair.
And it's been kind of irritating that all of the good stuff that I've been seeing coming out has been Disney.
They have the best IPs.
They do, but they also have a kind of violent monopoly. And it's kind of irritating.
Weird. I've got 3 portable beacons in my ship.
Yeah, that... So, normally when they give us a mission like this, they would give us, like, a box dropped from orbit or something that would have the stuff in it.
Yeah.
But this one gave it to us in our pods, and I was wondering if you'd get them as well.
I do have them, but I can't take them out of the pod.
Oh, really?
No.
I wonder if it's got a check then to make sure that only 3 of those
nope,
can
I got it.
exist.
It just didn't automatically do it.
Oh, yeah, with the take all option, yeah.
And I couldn't click them over either. Oh my gosh, I saw a bird.
Yeah. Did you not read the notes?
Not something I should be terribly excited for.
They did admit that it was their very first bird. And I suspect, much like they did with the scorpions, that it's their first attempt at doing a new thing so they can prepare for grander new things in the future.
I mean, from... Oh, that's a Komodo dragon.
Yep.
Okay.
They are not hostile.
They're not?
Nope.
That's a parrot.
At least they're not
Dead
hostile
parrot.
initially. They are apparently pack animals, so if you piss one off, it'll piss off any other nearby ones.
Interesting. Because Komodo dragons are, like, apex predators from what I remember.
Yeah, yeah. Big and angry.
And poisonous. Wow, this is a neat new map.
Oh my god. That parrot, it landed itself in the water and then immediately drowned to death.
Well, that's not how you swim, Mr. Parrot.
I just heard this squawking and I looked over and I see damage numbers. And all of a sudden there's a freaking dead parrot in the water.
Alright, I'm almost down the mountain.
Yeah, that mountain is weird. Very weird.
Yeah, like the textures don't work right.
Yeah. Oh, oxygen low. Right, I need to suck some of this stuff.
Definitely not the climate I would expect to see a parrot in.
So, they mentioned that they were attempting to give us more space and more map to do things without giving us new biomes. So the creatures that they've added seem very tropical in nature. They added a Komodo, a caiman, and the parrot. But they didn't add anything that would go along with those creatures, like tropical trees or anything like that. That bird looks really wonky in your pocket.
Oh, that's fun.
I was watching you run and I couldn't tell that you had a bird in your pocket, so it looked like you were trailing a cape because the wings were just flailing.
We got a bear.
Oh, hi, buddy. Thanks for the last second warning on that. I just narrowly avoided getting bared. Nice.
Oh, he's only a level 6 bear.
Yeah, it's a really easy area, actually. Here, you want to grab your arrows out of that?
I don't see them.
Oh, you don't see them? Okay. Well, let me grab the ones I can in case they don't show up in a skin.
Okay.
So, Smooth Agent, the only thing you missed in hard space was the introduction of the new character, Hal, who is the dickbag auditor from corporate. Alright, your arrows are in the box.
Yep.
Okay.
Time to start building.
I will leave the building to you.
Nope. Any requests?
Not particularly. I was just kind of thinking we'd make use of this little middle island thing over the waterfalls. Just because it's here.
I agree. I think that's a good idea.
Okay, so I need a little bit more stone. And I need some sticks from the box. So, fair warning, there's other creatures around here.
Like, what kind of creatures?
The usual mix. The bear was new, so he surprised me a little bit. The Komodo, the bird, rabbit, the usual mix of creatures, and then the jaguar.
Oh.
Yeah. He was making angry kitty noises at me, and I didn't see him until he started bolting at me.
No crocodiles yet?
Haven't seen him.
Alright, let's start building.
Disney nursing home coming soon.
I'm pretty sure that already exists, actually.
Yeah, it's called Disney World.
Well, they have housing there,
They do.
but you gotta be real wealthy to get in.
Alright, where'd that rabbit go?
He's on your belt.
No, I ate that one.
Oh.
I wanted to know where the new rabbit was that I saw walking by.
Alright, let's try 6 floor pieces. And 8 walls. I need wood, I need fiber. There doesn't seem to be a lot of fiber here.
Not so much. I've gotten a bit. I was actually just about to start building when you came up, so I took some of the stuff out of the box. So there's another 300 fiber in the box. Another 200 plus wood in the box.
Perfect. I steal.
No, not two. Nope. Craft. Campfire. Got a crafting bench ready. Alright, apparently I hunted enough to have all of the bedrolls that we need, which is good.
I think the pocket parrot's the way to go.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
More walls. More wood. Nope. Still need more wood.
I will go out chopping as soon as I get this fatty T-bone cooked so I can have a meal.
Oh, I accidentally put my wood in the, wait, did I just hear an animal?
I mean, there's a bird that just squawked at you from behind.
Go away, bird.
They are loud. Very much so. Did hear something else just now.
I broke a wall.
No, there was a low rumbling growl that happened pretty much the moment you did that.
Kind of like a big cat, maybe?
Sounded kind of similar, yeah.
Keeping an eye out.
Nope, not seeing much. Is that a person I just heard?
Yep.
Oh, hey, McPrime.
Hey!
Heck of quiet, McPrime.
What?
That's fine. I'll turn you up. You're good.
Oh, you said it.
You were quiet, yeah.
Oh my god, this is a big update.
Oh, you'd hit an update earlier in the day. Oh no.
I'm surprised it didn't update.
Yeah.
It's
It's a big update.
downloading pretty fast, at least it seems.
Maybe about 20 minutes, I think.
The download was really quick, but then it took forever to install. I ended up just letting mine sit while I went to go make dinner or something like that.
This world has reintroduced the problem of wood falling through the ground.
Oh,
Yeah. Timber?
geez. That's terrible.
Well, that was 75% of my health. I'm gonna be over here.
So the funny thing about that is that it was falling very safely in front of you, and then you walked forward directly under it.
Harvesting the tree. Okay, these parrots have got to go.
It's going to take a while to get used to their noises.
Okay, shelter constructed.
Good, good. Just in time. Alright, I'm gonna put some stuff in here.
Getting the doors and windows placed. Well, by the time you have your update installed, McPrime, the windstorm should be over.
Well, that's good.
No, you already got that stuff? Okay.
Yep, it's all... Well, I don't want to say it's all in me, but it's all on my person. Sticks, wood, stone, oxide.
We're gonna have to do some more exotic searching.
Yeah, it would be nice.
You got the fire? Oh, there it is.
You were practically standing in it. Not sure how you missed it.
Oh, geez, thanks for the heads up. I could have burned the house down. In fact, just for that, I'm gonna burn the house down.
Well, shit. Alright, I'm coming in.
Okay.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah, I was expecting it to take longer. But it downloaded really fast and it did the patch really fast.
That's good.
Come on.
I did warn you about the windstorm, right?
Yes.
Okay.
However, I'm gonna go spend my exotic money to get one of those other uniforms.
All right.
Which one was it again? Oh, here, the ICARUS one.
I'm gonna make a oxide dissolver.
Good, good.
We need to breathe, apparently.
I guess.
Like a bunch of chumps.
I guess if we gotta. We have a little bit of yellow stuff, but not any blue stuff. I'm gonna go get some. Howdy, kinder.
go south or north?
I went I went east.
Oh, alright. I'm gonna go south. Suppose upstream is the better designation.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, there's a nifty little feature that I want to show you. Actually, downstream. Oh, hey, kitty. Hi.
Once the storm's over. Because I am just grabbing the oxite and then getting back inside.
One sec. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Also, when you say kitty, do you mean in-game kitty or real-life kitty?
That was very much an in-game kitty that looked
Oh,
funny.
okay. I thought one of your cats had pounced on you or something.
Not in the most recent moments.
I found a lot of oxide.
Yeah, I also have a lot. Tried. Almost got that bird mid-flight with a knife.
Is that a crocodile?
Could be.
No, it's a parrot sitting in the water.
So close.
And now it's a dead parrot.
Alright, blue stuff.
Very much would like to see a crocodile.
Yeah, I want to see one of those at some point.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alright, let's do this.
We're almost through the windstorm too, so yeah. Good timing. Oh, you do not get much stuff off parrots.
Nope. They, as far as I can tell, they're the equivalent of rabbits and whatnot. Small, useless critters. They're for decoration mostly.
Well, I will proudly wear my dead parrot.
Yep.
Well, I have my good knife with, so
Good, good.
see if it does anything.
Golly,
Beacons. Oh,
jolly. This map is huge.
is it night?
It is
Yep.
just going night right now.
Oh god, why can't you work properly?
Oh, mainly because I'm very lazy.
Yeah.
You
Go,
guys are
stop
pretty
over
far away.
Yeah. We didn't
Not
want to.
too bad. You will have to traverse a mountain to get down to us,
Yeah,
but
there's a little bit of that.
it's kind of glitchy, so you can basically walk down.
It'll mostly be fine. Mostly.
Until you can't, and at that point, don't go splat.
Ah,
Or do. I'm not your mom.
well, I don't want to go splat.
Then
Ah,
don't.
you sure?
Pretty sure.
Boring.
It's really dark, actually.
Yeah, the night effects seem to have been ramped up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The water effect at night is beautiful, though. Look at that. Oof. It's catching the blue off of that planet.
Well, that's pretty.
Why didn't I bring my items with?
Oh, it's not in your pocket. It's in your ship.
Grab them from your
Oh,
ship.
that's
yeah.
right. I forget about that.
Yeah.
Put it in there.
Hold on a second. A torch costs 40 fiber?
Yeah, I don't remember that, but I also don't remember paying too much attention to that, because I've always just kind of had the mats on me when I want to make a torch.
Yeah. Well, can grab a little bit more fiber here, I guess. Do you need a torch?
Oh, nope, just made one.
Yeah.
Oh, do I need to bring these? I have beacons that I can bring.
Don't worry about it, we've got them.
Okay.
For whatever reason, they decided to give us each our own set this time, instead of the usual giving us a box in the middle of nowhere to pull it from.
Gotcha.
That's an angry animal noise.
Did you know what kind of angry animal?
No, I didn't hear enough of it.
That's worrisome.
Ha! They make some funny noises when they die, don't they?
Oh, the parrots?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an angry kitty noise, and I don't know where he's coming from. I'm going away from that now.
Need, like motion sensors or something.
Yeah, motion sensor spotlights. That'd be awesome. You know what, bird? Look at you. Oh, that's interesting. If you kill them in the air, their name and level number stays floating in the air for a while.
Huh. That doesn't seem quite right.
No, a little bit odd. But it is their first time making flying critters, so I'll give them a pass.
Yeah, I'll assume that flying critters are probably a little difficult to create in a game like this.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I see a big prime up there.
Is there a good way to come down, or?
Oh, no. I mean, it's not terrible. You did, however, come down probably the harder direction.
Just watch out for the cat.
He made it cat-free. Good. Shall we sleep?
All right. I believe that is the wisdom of the day.
Hooray.
Cool. Oh wait.
We got plenty of food. We got plenty of water all around us.
All right. I'm gonna continue harvesting some trees and expand this base.
Oh, awesome parasites.
Yeah.
Well, what did you do to get parasites?
Drink the water outside.
Ah, that was your first mistake. Never drink water.
I do find it interesting that they did the damage from water, parasites and whatnot, one time, and then if you've got a canteen filled with that exact same water, there's no problems whatsoever.
Maybe the canteen is made of silver?
Maybe. Also, you're
Does silver
welcome.
kill parasites?
Saved you from a bear.
You killed a bear?
Yeah, he's in the water right where you landed that tree.
Oh. Well, I appreciate the defensive maneuver.
Mm-hmm. There's also a kitty across the water I'm gonna go get next.
Where?
To the west.
Oh, I see him. It's a big cat.
Dead kitty. Oh, right, there was that that feature I wanted to show you.
Oh, yeah. 1 second. And grab that piece of wood that's tumbling across the map.
Whee!
Alright, where are we going?
Downstream. North.
Okay. Just straight downstream?
Yep.
My tank is almost ready. I'll follow.
Now this is hoping that it looks the same from this angle as it did from on top of the mountain when I first saw it.
That purplish haze?
No. Oh, well, yes, the purple's haze.
Oh.
But,
Wolves? I hear wolves.
yeah, there was one west across the river. So it's not easy to see from here. But if you look on the west face of the mountain, the left face where it's that whiter stone,
Huh?
That cave?
there's what looks like a cave in there that has a pair of teeth keeping it closed. And it looked really awesome from up there where we first spawned. Because you can kind of see it dead on and it looked like a big toothy grin.
Interesting. Definitely worth exploring.
Yeah.
Man, this is beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Yeah. You did a really
Glacial
cool-
carved canyon.
Mm-hmm.
you did a really good job at this.
Yeah, they did. It's pretty. So if you look, the shallow rockfall to the east, I was standing up there and looking straight across at that white cave-looking thing, and that's where it looked really awesome.
Should we go look at it?
Yeah, if we can get up there. There should be a way down here, past the house. Oh, are you talking about up close? Then yes,
Yeah.
also that.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? It turns out it's a giant worm. It's gonna eat us. Oh god, it's eating me.
I wouldn't mind getting worms because I would like to have worm knives.
You heard it here first. McPrime wouldn't mind getting worms.
Everyone's got to have a hobby.
Phrasing.
There's better hobbies to have.
Oh yeah. Wolf.
Wolf. That
That
sound
sound-
like you survived your knife.
Sounded like a wolf. Oh, hey, look, it is a big toothy cave.
Oh yeah. Jeez, look at those stalactites.
Tights
Stalact-
and mites, they're merging to form stalaccolumns. I don't think that's the official
Ooh.
term, but
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I know, right?
Dead wolf. Savage pack hunter. Haha. Not today.
Yeah, he forgot his pack.
Dang.
So, I think the only way up there would be building. I don't see a climbable way up.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
I've got wood.
Ha ha!
See what
Let me
you
see
did
how many
there.
ramps I can build. I build 8 ramps. Let's build 4 and some platforms here and make this work.
Yep, worst case, there's a little stand of trees right behind us.
Okay.
It looks like it's the right angle to go pretty much straight up.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. But it is almost. And we will make use of that. I need more ramps. So I need fiber.
Fiber. Do you have 2 wood?
Yep.
May I have?
There you go.
Thank you. I'm gonna get a sickle and then
Weirdly,
get a
I had
bunch of fiber.
exactly 2 wood.
No, that's very handy. Alright, sickle. And all of the fiber plants are already gone.
You're welcome.
Okay. That's fine. I'll continue anyway because we needed it back at home.
Okay, so I'm up.
Yeah? Yeah.
You gotta kind of jump at the end of it there, but
Okay.
there's grass up here,
Huh.
and not a cave.
Huh.
Oh, nope, here's the cave.
Alright. Alright. I
No
dig it
adolescent
though.
worms outside.
Shall we go in?
Oh,
Sure.
wow. It's a thick wall.
There's the end.
Wouldn't be a bad place to build either.
Yeah.
The exception of the fact there's no wood. We're in.
We're in.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Welcome.
I am late. Thank you.
Not too terribly late.
Yeah, I drove home from my friends and had a little bit of gust drama here. My hedgehog, so I was busy cleaning that up
Oh no.
and getting them all settled in, and we are set.
Good, good.
And there's a little sleeping bag next to the laptop here, and we're good to go.
Adorable.
Deep ore deposit.
Yeah, it looks like it's... I mean, I'd say it's silver, but I don't think we have silver, so... Platinum, maybe? I don't know. Are you picking up all the worm bits?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I was going to, and then they weren't there anymore. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I think I got them all.
Okay. Well, this
Pretty
is
good cave.
It is a nice cave. It's a decent-sized cave.
Got a very cool geological feature in front of it, so
Yeah.
I was thinking it'd be bigger.
I'm all about neat geological features.
Sorry. Cider went down the wrong pipe.
Oh no. Stalagnate is the term for stalactite and stalagmite combining in the middle.
Hmm.
Stalagnate. I had not
Something
heard
new
of that.
today.
Yeah. Thanks, Guider.
All right, head back home.
Yeah. That was a neat little adventure.
Hey, Prime, we need to get you a parrot skirt.
Okay.
He seems
I'm
confused by that.
Just because they look cool on your belt?
Yes.
Very cool.
Okay.
Would you not agree that we look cool? I'm underwater now.
Yeah, you were jumping, I think.
I tried to get across, and I didn't clear it. This is much deeper than I thought it was be.
That might be the same spot I jumped in. There's a bunch of fish in the middle.
Oh, yep, there's some right there.
Alright, unlock the O2 tank finally.
Nice.
That'll be good.
Rocket noises.
I really feel with our environmental suits that rain showers shouldn't be inconveniencing us this much.
Yeah. There's a lot that doesn't quite make sense in this game. Like we can dive into a lake and swim underwater without any breathing problem because we've got our own O2. But a light shower is very, very distracting for us.
Maybe it's acid rain?
Maybe, but even then, that would then result in permanent damage to the suits.
Oh, you know what it is? We're the aliens from Signs.
You'll have to refresh me. It's been decades.
The aliens from Signs. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen this movie from the early 2000s. Are allergic to water. It's poisonous to them. And
Okay.
they decided to invade a planet that is 70% water.
Was
That
not.
seems like a poor
Lucky
choice.
for us.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like that was a very well thought out decision.
What a twist.
What a twist! Ah, yes, M. Night Shyamalan, man. What an interesting fella.
Oh, shit. Hey, I thought I had grabbed all of my gear, but I'm not seeing it.
Check in your pod.
And there it is. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they made that change somewhat recently.
Alright, if you kill a parrot, I will put it on my belt.
Alright.
That does look pretty cool. Now that I look at it more closely.
Glad you're on board.
Parrots.
I mean, especially with how Scryer was holding that ramp. It was like a pillow for that parrot's head.
So I'm seeing mission equipment, portable beacon. Should I grab those, or do you guys have enough?
We
or...
already have them, yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if they had to be per person or collective.
Yeah, no idea why they decided to change it up and give us each our own set, but whatever.
Meh.
Meh, indeed. Alright, what the hell am I doing with my life here? Should I...
You traveled halfway across the universe to, quote, unquote, find yourself.
Ah,
How's
I
that
see.
going?
It's going
Right.
great.
What do we need?
Well, we don't particularly need anything. This
Is
is...
that a bear over there?
That is a bear over there, yeah. I was trying to shoot the bear and I got the deer that was in front of him.
Well, I got my trusty poison knife, so
Nice.
do you want to do this?
Yeah, a sec, I'm just skinning the deer.
Uh-oh. You seen me?
Oh, it's angry.
Ooh, we have flying things now, huh?
Yeah, we got flying things.
Birds, that's the word. Birds. efforts.
You having fun dancing with the bear?
So far, I've seen the Komodo dragon and the parrot. I haven't seen the adolescent worm. Did they add terror birds?
No.
Remember.
That doesn't
No
sound familiar.
crocodiles either yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen the caimans. I haven't seen the adolescent worms, but that was added last update.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh.
but we didn't really play much of last update, so I can't really say much. It just mentioned that the cave worms grow up and start wandering outside of their caves. So I don't know if that's a during the mission thing that just
Maybe
happens
it's a
over
late
time.
game thing?
Could be a late game thing. Could be specific missions. Who knows? I don't know how they're doing these things.
So
you cut out.
let's get wood. Should we get some? Do you guys need like wood then to expand the base, basically?
I mean, yeah, it kind of depends on how much we're planning on doing here. Because ultimately, all we really need to do is travel to 3 locations and put down a scanner thing that may or may not result in, a mild wave attack or something like that.
Oh, it's gonna be an attack.
It's always an attack.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we're going to need at least fur armor, because I know one of those looks like it's up in the Arctic zone. I don't know what the other 2 are, because they might be in a desert, or it might just be pure riverlands or whatever. But
My money would be on the whole thing being in Riverland, but
well, so there is a passage to Arctic, west from our drop pods in I-10, up into I-9. Walked over there just a little bit enough to actually see that it was an Arctic transfer. And then the farthest east, north spot that we need to collect is up in that general region. So it could be Arctic, it could be winding from riverlands elsewhere. I don't know.
Okay.
But I don't think we're going to need too terribly much build-up. Do you know if Tony was planning on joining?
well, I just got a notification pop up on my screen saying Tony now playing ICARUS. So
Well, then probably yes.
so I'd call it a good indication. But you know that Tony's a mystery. Speaking of mysteries,
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
alright, let's build some more.
That extermination one you're done with, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Okay.
just replying to Scooby now.
Okay. I wasn't paying attention to Discord, apparently.
Oh no, I was like typing it as you joined in. So
Oh.
but yeah, I mean, looking at this mission, I don't think we need to do too much prep work. I don't think we need to build too terribly much. I
Well,
think
and the animals seem really low level.
they're very
compared to what
low
we're used
level.
to,
So
so-
yeah, I don't, even if it is a wave attack situation, I don't think we're gonna need to, have guns or anything like that.
That's what they want you to think.
So
You know what? It might be.
It might be.
And I do.
I just recommended to Scooby that she at least drop a character in here in case we finish it, so she can get credit for completing this mission, because this one is a lockout for all other missions in the new map.
Oh. Okay, it won't take me long to finish this up. I just have to get back to my pod.
Now what?
More showers. So, did you say that you saw the dragon, the Komodo dragon?
Yeah, the Komodo's been around a couple times. They're non-hostile, but they are pack creatures. So if there are more than one and you attack one, the rest will come fight.
Okay.
They also, as far as I can tell, they seem to take very little extra damage from crit shots. I was shooting in the head and it was only doing 2x damage, whereas normally you'll do like 10x damage on a wolf or something like that.
Okay.
So I think they're very hard-headed.
Try not to fuck with the Komodo dragons too much.
Yeah.
Or do, find out what happens.
For funsies, yeah.
It's science.
It blinded me with science.
Yeah, this is like black time and skiing without the snow. See how this turns out.
Yeah, it was an interesting journey down that little mountainside.
Ow. Oh shit.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I made it. Sustained a broken leg, but all's good.
It'll be fine. Walk it off.
Rub some dirt in it.
Yeah. Ah, got it. I like how we're all just aggressively going after the birds.
Oh, there's a
Bird, die!
dragon right there.
Oh yeah, you just found it. Wait, is he going after
and
you?
yeah, he's actually coming right at me.
What the hell? I walked right up to two different ones and they didn't do anything.
Maybe you're dragging with fur.
They know that McPrime is the killer.
Oh, geez, that's a new wound.
Oh, what'd you
A
get?
Komodo Bite. Holy crap, 1800 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
Like I said, they are very poisonous.
100% poison afflictions on self. Oh god.
Shit.
You alright over there? Torf, do you need assistance?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm good. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, so
Right, you're
I guess
talking to McPrime.
Oh god, this is just
What's it doing to you, though? Like, I don't...
nothing. I mean, it's just
Well, then don't worry about
nothing.
it.
Nothing at the moment, but it's like 1800 seconds worth of
Don't worry
minus-
about it. It's fine.
minus 80% food effects,
Ew.
duration on self, and plus 100% poison afflictions on self.
Tony, are you still running in that mission?
Yes.
Scooby says don't log out till she blasts off,
Okay.
so she doesn't have to, like, rehost it or something.
Oh.
Catch. Yeah, smooth agent. The bird is the new word. Hello,
Why do you
welcome.
put it, why do you put it on your belt like that?
Bird. We all have birds.
Do you put it under auxiliary or
You pick it up just like you would pick up like a rabbit or something. Here, there's a bird for you.
It goes in your G spot.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't mean for that to sound dirty. I apologize.
I just assume you did mean for it to sound dirty. Where'd that bird go? What the fuck?
I mean, you've been drinking a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend, so I think legally I'm obligated.
True. That bird disappeared.
Oh, that's awesome.
I shot that bird out of the sky and it disappeared on the ground.
Based on the line at the liquor store, it was definitely obligation.
Yeah, I
lot
went
of
to
people.
go get snacks at the grocery store today, and the shelves were
right?
just bare. All the good snacks were gone.
Yeah, the bird actually did disappear.
Sad. It's like you're gonna have to shoot your own bird if you want a bird skirt.
I do want a
Bird?
skirt.
No, that doesn't really work.
Scurb?
Skirb. Oh god, their heads just loll sickeningly if you flail them around.
Oh, I can't wait to get one. Be great.
Stay there, Wolf. I want to drop a tree on you. I keep going to the right. I keep slicing it.
Well, quit it. Gotta work on your grip. Oh, Komodo. I'm gonna go shoot a Komodo.
Did you use the poison bait?
We did.
Did it do much?
Not particularly.
Nah.
It also wasn't a very tough fight.
We all had our guns and we each shot it once and it died.
And dead.
Pretty much.
Now I've got a Komodo Bite.
That's
Nice.
the new cool thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Where can I get Komodo Bite?
You've got to find your very own Komodo first.
Oh, that seems like a lot of work. I'm just gonna chop down these trees.
Oh, okay. Yay, Scooby's dropping
That's
in. Scooby's just dropping in to get credit for the mission. Doesn't sound like she's up for playing tonight. And Tony, she's out of the drop now, so you can leave the other one.
Okay.
So, Komodo Bite. Nasty bite from a Komodo dragon. Drastically reduces the duration of food buffs and increases poison buff duration. Heal with antibiotics. Ah. That's what the 100% poison afflictions on self meant. Is that if you get poisoned by something else, this makes it much more unpleasant to deal with it. So, that means that I need to make herbalism bench.
I think while you have that effect on, you should go get bit by a poison fish.
Okay.
Just, to see what happens.
Just for science.
Exactly.
For science.
We happen to
We are
have poison fish
scientists.
right over here. Hey,
It's
poison
a start.
fish. Come here, bite me.
We haven't played Bridge Crew in forever.
Bite me.
True.
400-second poison applied from that fish.
That's about 3 times, I think, the normal.
Yeah.
Damn.
Since that incident.
It is a bird. Yeah, we have new Flappy Birds. Oh, here comes Tony. Flappy birds. So we all have bird skirts now.
Bird skirt.
Bird skirt.
Skirt, skirt, skirt.
I need to get one.
Yeah. So do we have the material to make the herbalism bench?
Was working on it. Stick wood. Stick wood fiber. Stick wood fiber. Herbalism bench. Craft. Okay, hi and bye, Scooby. Are you sticking around in chat for a little bit? Okay. So it was antibiotic to fix that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, what do you need for that? Is it tier 1?
It is tier 1. And it's yeast, silica, and charcoal, so we have all of that. Yeast, silica, and then yeast is over here. Alright, here's yours, McCrime. On the floor, right by your feet.
Thank you.
Oh god, that only cut the duration in half. Alright, fine, I'll craft 2 more. Here, have another one. That did nothing. Cool, because you can't use 2 in a row. Got it. Alright, fine.
Well, that's good to know.
Fine.
Jeez, alright.
So, antibiotic tonic, yeast, epoxy, and charcoal. Alright, fine.
A big bird
Epoxy.
on your hip.
There he is.
Yeah.
Gotta learn to hula.
Alright, I'm making us some better stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
Hopefully we'll find some exotics in one of these missions.
Would be nice.
I want to make the armor for this suit.
Gila, what did you steal? In the herbalism bench for you in like 2 seconds.
someone has a plucked bird on their.
Oh, did they pluck themselves now?
Wait till
That
their
is
bones.
Weird looking.
They don't bone, do they?
Thank you. Okay.
Your bird has no feathers.
But what? I haven't plucked one?
Yeah, you got plucked one somehow. It's kind of terrifying, actually.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah, kind of creepy
weird
looking.
looking.
Which now, let's see what this looks like.
It's on stream right now. It looks like a
Looks like
really
little
sad
tentacles.
turkey parrot. They are kind of tentacly though, yeah.
So, what's the plan, guys?
Well, since we got everyone here, do we want to do kind of the bare minimum setup and then go run to at least one of them?
Sleep and go?
Yeah. I'm making a textiles bench right now so we can start on,
The expansion is finished.
good.
Oh, they're not too far away.
Well, this is very inconvenient.
One problem with the expansion, you have to run over the fire to get into it.
Here, let's take all that.
You can go
Get rid of
outside if you
that.
want, but
Where's the fun in that?
it's a good point.
We got 5 of us here, right? Yeah, we need another
We got a
bedroll.
bed. Do we have enough fur?
Yes.
There should be plenty of fur for that, yeah.
What am I missing? What am I missing? I'm missing sticks and fiber.
This is a slick house. If I do say so myself, which you do because I designed it.
Alright, another bed. Kind of awkwardly placed, but it's fine.
Oh, that is very disturbing. The
Oh,
tentacle bird.
Yeah, the skin bird, yeah. Alright, grab some of that. Grab some of that. Grab some of that. Alright, plenty of cooked meats and whatnot. So everyone grab whatever you need.
We starting to run?
I think we could. Was everyone decked out?
Wow, it's like you're using the parrot as a blanket.
Oh my god, that's amazing. It's less amazing with the skinless one. Oh, it's wiggling. It's flailing and wiggling. What the hell? Oh, that's so wrong.
Yeah, I'd like to know how that happens. I have no idea.
Yeah, I've seen it happen with all of the other pocket critters. But I don't know what causes it. Alright, someone's not sleeping.
Oh, I thought we had slept.
Now we have.
Now we've slept. Okay, my... Oh, minor issue. My poison from the fish isn't going away.
Oops.
Did you treat it with poison cure?
I did not. I was waiting for it to time out. It no longer has a timer over it.
That's not great.
No,
Huh.
not so much.
And you're Wow, you've got ones peeling off you like crazy.
Yeah. It's kind of great.
You still have the Komodo Dragon Bite?
No, I got rid of that, and I think that's what broke it.
Mm.
So, I'm going to make myself some anti-poison paste.
I think we might have found a bug.
I think we did. Alright, 3...
It's a feature.
It's a
You
feature.
get poisoned, you die. Period.
I mean, that
Right.
wouldn't be too terribly surprised. Alright, fiber and charcoal. Let's see if just one of these will do.
So, which spot are we going to?
I was thinking straight west. It's kind of the closest.
Alright.
Might not be the easiest to get to. We might even need to go quite a ways south to be able to get around it, but we'll see.
Ever been bedrolls?
Might be a good idea. Alright. Poison. Good. Poison. One little poison thing fixed it.
Oh, it is storming. Okay.
Oh. I didn't even notice. Alright.
Alright.
Well, while that's happening then, I'm going to work on some of the components needed for armor, because at some point we're going to need that to get up into the Arctic zone. Probably, maybe.
So we gotta kill bears.
Sure, if you want.
Ryan's always just looking for an excuse to kill bears.
Yep.
True.
So you're saying I've got to kill bears. I'm so disappointed.
Oh, are we heading out?
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh,
Oh, jaguar. Holy crap.
Oh, you found an angry kitty.
he's just going right for you. Walked right by me.
You could smell the raw meat.
Wait, why do you have raw meat?
She's got a
My skinned bird.
skinned bird dangling off her pack.
That is fair. That is definitely probably
Uh,
very attractive to a jungle cat.
There's a bear over there if you want to kill that.
Where?
Northwest-ish.
Looked like an ostrich in the distance, but no, it's just one of you with a bird on your hip.
Yeah, you'd make that conclusion.
Getting it.
Okay.
Got my Uber knife. Ooh, 24 fur.
Do you have enough to make a suture kit?
I need fiber.
It's kind of sort of doable.
Hey, look, I can make a suture kit.
Hooray! Good night, Smooth Agent.
So, I think we've got two options
Yep.
here. We can go around this hill, or I can build a crap ton of ramps.
What I was kind of thinking is we can start heading south, and if we keep getting forced south, then we can just kind of detour to E14 instead.
Okay. Okay, but, you know, I'm going to keep the ramp idea in my back pocket.
You keep all those ramps in your back pocket. Go for it. A treat for me. Thanks, Smooth Agent.
Aww.
That's what Gizmo wanted. Hi, kitty.
Ooh, we can ramp up here. Or natural ramp up, it looks like.
Okay, good.
Oh, almost. Almost up.
I
Come
have
on.
no idea how you manage that.
Magic.
Magic.
I didn't
I
know
took
this
a
was
ton of
fantasy game.
mushrooms. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what?
I started falling off the mountain.
Ah,
And
I was
You
trying to get
slide
down.
halfway down.
Oh,
Okay.
I made it.
yeah, I hear a bear.
wait,
There.
we gotta go back north again now.
I just heard an angry kitty.
Oh no. The angry kitties, the bears, and the parrots are all teaming up. We're doomed.
You guys might be fine. They might just make a beeline for me.
So, are we going to C10? Because that looks like we have to go into the Arctic.
Is that also Arctic? Well, dang it.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, guess it's time to find that bear.
Yeah.
yeah. Where's that bear?
Or we can angle south from here.
Watch that also be Arctic.
Everything around us is Arctic.
Oh shit! Komodo saw me.
Yeah, I find that really weird because they were not hostile to me when I first started.
Wonder if it's kind of like the fish not being hostile to the. Well, they were hostile to the host, but not hostile to everybody else.
Yeah, and it was not hostile to me initially because I walked right up to one and nothing happened. But then once we started killing them, they started being hostile, so maybe they've got long memory? I don't know.
Live patch update.
Maybe. Okay, let's see. So we're banking south then to check out that one.
Figure we're in the neighborhood. Hmm. The incident rate on fall damage seems a little higher in this one. Like I feel like I'm falling from a shorter height and still taking damage.
Maybe they tweaked that overall?
Could be. Would be.
Come back here, bird. Okay, fine.
Knife sticking out of his shoulder.
Yep.
That looks weird. Looked kind of like it was Arctic that you were coming up on, Squire, but then I'm not sure.
Maybe a swamp?
Maybe.
Like,
Still looking for those caiman. So maybe swamp.
deep mine. Deep mining ore deposit.
Ooh.
Looks kind of gold-ish.
Is it out in the open?
Yes.
Probably sulfur, but it could be gold. The sulfur and gold ones look practically identical. But I've seen both of them out in the open.
That's interesting.
But yeah, those are slow mining infinite sources, or at least as far as we can tell they're infinite. Plop down a machine and it'll start slowly picking out some ore from the spot.
Nice.
Too bad we can't take our pickaxes to it.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Oh hey, it's a cave. I'm gonna go look in the cave.
I think those lines on the map are exposed bedrock.
Ah, could be. Could be. Alright, big wide open cave I don't have to crack open. Let's see what this looks like.
Ooh.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, there's another one over here.
This is a decent sized cave.
Oh man, my laptop's struggling so hard.
Oh no.
It's an older gaming laptop. It's showing its age a little bit here.
Uh-oh. That's not good. I mean, to be fair though, this game not fantastically optimized. I have pretty close to the most powerful possible system, and it struggles at lower settings. Like, I've got mine on medium right now, I think. Yeah, I've got mine set to medium, and I struggle with FPS quite a bit. Alright, where am I? I am... Oh, that one's on an island?
Looks that way.
Hmm.
It's a lovely spot. That waterfall.
I haven't gotten to it yet, I'm just looking at the map.
Well, you have something to look forward to then.
I do look forward to it.
Oh, there's some rocks to jump on if you don't want to swim.
Oh, really? Interesting. Alright. Denser foliage this way, too. A lot
Oh, should
more-
we hold up for everybody to get here?
Yep, I'm gonna make a little
Probably, yeah.
one-room shelter for us.
Probably a good idea. Let's see. Can I go up this way?
I'm gonna grab a drink. BRB.
Alright then. I did make a minor mistake when shopping today. I bought all of my stuff for drink mixes and then I forgot the actual drink part.
Oh, that sucks.
So I have non-alcoholic mixed drinks currently.
Gonna fix that tomorrow?
I sure hope so.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, that was fast. Welcome back.
It's not a very big apartment.
Fair.
Ryan, you look kind of badass.
That new suit looks really awesome, yeah.
Like that red helmet
Yeah.
combined with the cloth armor alone is just chef's kiss.
Yeah, Dorf, if you go up that spot you were going up, that was where I went through.
I can try again. I was literally getting wedged.
Yeah, there was one spot I got wedged and I had to like back up into a running jump.
Yeah.
You almost there?
Exciting.
Storm exposure isn't helping.
Yeah, storm exposure is slowing us down a bit. There you go. And over here, this shallow spot here worked pretty well.
3 men in a small one-room shack with knives. What'll happen?
Seems like a bad idea.
Someone's getting shanked.
Hey, you just shanked my wall.
Oops.
I said someone is getting shanked.
He moved.
But the hut itself in this narrative is a character unto itself. Was that pretentious enough?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Just barely enough. Ooh, that waterfall is snazzy.
Right?
Once that opens up through the tree lines.
It's like
Wonder if you can
a
go
mines
behind
of oil getting knocked
Yeah.
deep.
It seems... Oh. Oh no, I got too close. I got too close.
There's the line.
There's a secret.
Oh.
It's a
Go
gorgeous
past these
spot.
pumpkins and you will see.
I like the rocks in the river too.
Yeah, the environmental design is really good in this map. Much more natural, I feel, than the Olympus region.
Yeah.
Speaking as not a geologist. Oh, there's a bear.
Thank you.
Welcome.
As soon as I started on him, I'm like, I'm gonna regret this.
Snapping jaw?
I was hoping
Yeah.
you were gonna catch it on the way in, but it was
think we
it was
found the
charging a
caiman.
little too close. Uh-oh, you found the caiman.
Did somebody go to the south end of the island?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, Komodo. Oh god, he went through the rock.
Oh no.
Komodo.
Now I have a Komodo bite.
Yeah, green moss is pretty cool on this too.
Mm-hmm. Alright, are we ready to walk into the circle? Oh,
Leroy Jenkins.
I see.
Drums up. Let's do
They weren't
this.
kidding when they said this place is dangerous. I'd keep clear of that jaw if I were you.
What if not?
Oh, that's a
Oh,
big guy.
Great.
There's another one. I hear it.
Oh, there's a crocodile down here. There's several. Oh my gosh. They can't get to me though, so...
Those things certainly weren't here last time. Huh.
It's more over here.
Interesting. It looks like someone's been through here recently.
Oh, he's not dead.
No, he was not.
I have an
He is
arrow
now.
dangling from me. Who shot me?
In a
I'm
wild
pretty sure it wasn't me this time.
Is it
I'm
a safe
looking
arrow?
down. It's literally
Because
just
then it would-
dangling. Unless that's just a glitch.
Where are you at? Oh, you're here.
Are we? Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
see
you've got an angle. Oh, that arrow is dangling from your parrot tentacle.
That's why. I'm
That's
like,
why
I
it's
can
dangling.
almost reach it. Almost reach it.
Oh no, here, let me get that for you.
Thank you.
I don't know when the next time we're gonna be down this way is, so I'm gonna go check out that waterfall real quick.
Yeah. All right. Where am I putting down the thing, or does it need to be put down anywhere?
Where's that bear?
Sounds like it's coming from northwest.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Yep, there he is.
Don't get bit by a fish. So was there like a little campsite or something that was making him say that somebody's been through here recently?
Not that I know of. I mean, it sounded like he was talking about the Crocs themselves, because he said those guys weren't there before, and then he immediately said, "Seems like someone's been through here." So it sounded kind of like he meant that someone coming through here was triggering them to be here. But yeah, I don't see anything else. So what do I do? Do I do a thing?
Deploy that beacon somewhere.
Do I just plop?
Good work. Let's move on before more crocs show up.
Ah. So yes, the answer is yeah, plop one down.
I've reached the waterfall.
Anything fancy?
Oh, yep.
Oh.
Something we should.
Oh, this is cool.
Should we all head over there?
I recommend going on the shoreline as much as you possibly can. But yes, everybody should come over here.
All right.
This is really cool.
By the way, crocs are spawning in the area. Cool. All right, I am on my way over.
Oh, awesome.
That's a croc. Bet you're fighting in the water. How's that going for you?
Not good.
It just
Nice.
kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and he's just sitting on top of me.
Everyone go.
Oh, did you die?
Yes, I died.
Oh.
And I think Becca's.
Oh, he
There's
got me
another-
too.
Yep.
Well then.
Thought maybe he was injured enough. You might have to snipe him.
These crocs are a little tougher.
No joke.
Yeah, I'd gotten a few critical hits
Right,
on
right.
him, but didn't take him down.
One of the most dangerous killing machines in the world.
world's oldest remaining predators.
That did nothing.
Alright, so where's this lovely... Oh, I see a lovely friend. Okay.
Okay. I'm down.
Eh,
Well,
the arrows are not doing anything to that guy.
He's not dead.
I see. Hi, guy. How you doing?
This guy's not that high a level either.
There's a good hit.
I think we need to reassess the need for firearms.
Right?
Alright, he's down.
Hey!
Straight ahead is me.
You guys definitely softened him up a little bit.
Thank you. I feel better now. About my death.
I see 2 underwater corpses.
Yeah.
I'm up on some rocks.
There's 1.
There's
Tried to get clever, but he could climb rocks apparently.
There's 2.
Thank
Well, if you can't jump to me,
Well,
I'm just
you'll do
screwed.
it. I can reach you. I just couldn't. Here, you scry your stuff. You have stuff that dropped.
I did? Oh, thanks.
Still can't make up this damn jump. What the hell? Oh, now I get it. Okay. Here. Also, I have some of your arrows.
Oh, how in the world? I died again.
What? Oh,
Did you eat?
Did you get poked? You got poked by a poison fish.
My bad.
I got
did
poison
not
fish.
do this very thing. Which I should have, because I think you guys were referencing them earlier and I was paying attention.
Yeah, I was testing them earlier, and I ended up getting a bugged permanent poison. It was great.
You're just a sickly child now.
Ooh.
I'm behind the curtain of the water.
Ooh.
Ooh, hey, it keeps going.
Yep.
I like this place. This place is nice.
Right?
Ooh.
And it doesn't count as underground out here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
And
that's really
on-
pretty.
Oh, hello. Oh, hi, Mark.
You know how amazing this would be as a base?
Right?
Would be pretty sweet.
Kind of what I was thinking. A pretty good-sized cave, too.
Yeah, this is about the size of the one that I found earlier on the way here.
Oh, it's a standard eye loop configuration.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, another one. Maybe I don't.
Nope. Well, yeah, that's a nice cave. I like that cave. I like the outer cave more.
Yeah. Although, the only downside with having a base here is there's no wood. You'd have to bring it in.
True.
And it's far away.
Yeah.
Hey, McCrime,
But still-
hold still, McCrime.
It'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, well.
That crocodile back out here.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I don't see him. I don't see it. I guess I should say. I don't know. Well, back to base or
Yeah, back to base, and then we need to make up suits of fur armor for both the Arctic spots. So we might need to park and do some hunting for a little bit.
So far on this trip down here, I have 76 fur.
Nice. I've got
respectable amount of fur.
I've got a whopping 15.
I have one.
Shit.
Nice.
I haven't been hunting.
We've got about 150 back at base as well.
Got a Komodo dragon up here.
That's not far.
No.
If you could get fur off it, I'd be very impressed.
Leg.
All I can say is thank goodness those things aren't running in packs right now.
Mm-hmm. Buffalo, come back.
A couple 2-tree buffalo over here.
Hey, Tony, what you up to? You've been quiet a while.
Not much.
Oh shit!
You sound barely conscious.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
I think you might need to go sleep.
Yeah, I think it's about that time.
Oh, we got a bear.
How do I get so little fur from these things?
You guys all have a good night.
Bye,
You too.
Tony.
You too.
Good game earlier too. Oh, he's gone. We had a moment in our hunter game before this that, oh, that's a crocodile and a Komodo dragon right next to
Cool.
each other, and they see me. The players debated buying a $200 trampoline from Target because one of them fell off a 40-foot tall billboard earlier in the session and almost died.
What rule set is that?
Hunter the Vigil, first edition.
Doesn't sound familiar.
It's a old White Wolf game from mid 2000s. What do we
Okay.
call the aughts? I think
The aughts, yeah.
I ought to know. It's been a long day. But yeah, you're playing as. It's very much like the show Supernatural, but without all the hunky boys.
Oh. But that's the best part.
Alright, so I have 106 fur now after that bear kill.
Nice.
Crocodile to the right. Shit. Oh, two of them. Holy crap.
Where? Oh,
They did technically warn us that they were going to continue coming.
yeah, but this is a bit much.
Definitely excessive.
There we go. Let's look at the Komodo Bite.
Oh yeah, that'll last you a good while.
Yeah, 930 more seconds.
It murders your food intake.
Yeah, my stamina bar is tiny right now. For some reason, I'm getting a frost effect.
Mm-hmm.
Wet?
Yeah,
Are you
dipping
wet?
yourself in the water gets you just under the cold meter.
The water here must be like glacier fed or something. It's friggin' freezing.
We've got Arctic on both sides of us, so yes.
Oh, that would do it. Oh, your bird has feathers again.
Oh. Weird.
That's sure.
Huh.
I guess getting shot by an arrow did it good.
I guess so.
Reset to defaults.
Alright, where we go? Winding through this riverlands, basically.
Oh, bacon.
Bacon. Oh, that's the first one of those I've seen.
I do not like the boars for this particular reason. Arrows disappear on them very quickly.
That would be a problem, yep.
Oh, I lost both of my arrows. Great.
Boo.
I'm gonna have to switch out from space arrows pretty soon. Oh, my inventory is full.
You know what? After a long time doing almost nothing but archery, I have determined that it's really difficult, if not impossible, to hit something when you're moving. The arrows don't fly where they're supposed to fly.
Parrot just flew over the top of me. I thought it was a crocodile coming out of the water at me. Shadow on the ground. And I got exposure.
Ah, it's fine. The storm's almost over.
Self-killed by shooting the wolf in the butt.
Nice. Why does it feel like the navigation through here is really slow?
It does feel that way.
Is it that it's slow, or is it just that the scale is much bigger?
Is the scale bigger though? Because I'm not sure.
I don't know. Because I remember them saying that it's a 64 square kilometers in this map. But I don't remember how big they said the previous map was, so I don't know if we have a
Thought it was
comparison.
also 64.
Yeah, it was the same size.
It was? Okay.
Because each square is a kilometer.
Okay.
Well, I suppose in the last ones we weren't dealing with running, swimming, climbing.
Much, yeah.
True, there's a lot in the way
There's a lot
here.
more- Yeah, like we're going up and down just as much as we are going forward.
True. Very true.
I need to figure out where this reminds me of. Nowhere I've ever been. Like Norway, maybe?
Possibly. I was thinking Swiss Alps.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good trek down there. It's almost night.
Yeah, it was a really long journey.
Now we get to make part of it back in the dark with crocodiles.
I haven't seen any.
Yeah, I think they might be just a southern creature.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't seen much for wildlife, period. I'm going like way faster than you guys, sorry.
Yeah, you are.
Do you have a Komodo bite?
No.
There's why. Mister, I've never been bitten by a Komodo dragon before.
What are you talking about? He was the first one.
What? No, that's
Yeah.
no.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Not how I'm choosing to remember it.
That clashes with my current story. Do not interrupt.
Yeah.
Let's see. Which way?
That way.
I mean, basically, you just follow the water here, and we'll get there.
Yep.
You have wood somewhere to start this fire?
Are you already back at camp?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I have wood.
Check the boxes, check the crafting bench. I don't know where wood might be.
Well, I'll chop a tree.
That too.
I'm sorry, you get wood from trees?
Weird. What
Yeah, I always
nonsense
got
is
that
that?
from the gas station. Oh, spam bot.
Yeah. Just dealing with it right now.
Wasn't sure if you seen her or not.
There was a time when I was getting just infinite scam bots.
Was that the... There was that viral one.
That was the really bad period, yes. There was kind of really early on in my streaming, I was getting 1 or 2 a night of just pay for follow type scams like this one. But that kind of stopped. I think part of the reason that stopped was during that really bad period with the huge viral scam nonsense where you were getting hit by dozens of people at a time. Me and a lot of others turned on phone validation required to be able to talk. And that stopped a lot of the other scam bots from coming through.
Scryer, in the crafting bench is an arrow of yours.
Oh, thanks.
I
Yeah.
also have a couple of yours that I'll get to you eventually.
Thank you.
So we have a total of 266 fur.
Okay.
So if anybody else has any,
I have
Right.
just a little bit.
the crate to the right of the fire. So go ahead and add it.
Alright.
Making a drying rack.
Sweet.
We've got some stuff we can dry.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got some white meat off a crocodile. It's weird.
I went the wrong way.
Wow, the going up to I-7 is gonna be a heck of a run.
Yep.
I'll have to probably jump off here soon.
Oh,
Never
okay.
mind, I have enough 100. So, 108. So we have. So just grabbed that accidentally. 274 currently.
Nice.
For
Well, that can go straight into the textiles bench down here. That's where we gotta make it all.
Oh, I almost forgot. I got bacon on me.
Oh,
Get that
Yeah.
bacon cooking.
But there is no room on the fire.
did you get that drying rack down?
Yep.
Ah, there it is. Doot. That's all I had.
so some string meats. String meat goes dry rack, yeah.
There's more wormy bits in the crafting bench if anyone wants to make something worm related.
You sleep?
Yeah.
If anybody wants a knife, I can make a good knife.
I wouldn't say no. I'm just using the default space knife.
I am also using default space knife. I'll wait till mine breaks.
That's.
Hooray. Okay, let's start making stuff.
Do you want a cave worm bow?
Oh yeah,
Just kidding.
space bow.
Did you want a knife then?
Actually,
Me?
Dwarf, what do you have for bow?
I just have the wood bow.
Get her
So
a
very first.
worm bow.
So, Scryer, did you want a cave worm knife?
Sweet.
I do not. Yes, I would. Cave worm knife. Yes, please, and thank you.
Yeah.
That's a series of words that I said just
So,
now.
who makes better bows? Or does it not matter?
I don't have any bow skills.
I don't either on this character, so.
I highly doubt that I do. I don't remember what I have going on, but.
Oh, here, I'll make the bow. Scryer, the knife is in the crafting bench, as well as 9 bone arrows for whomever was using those.
Oh,
And
those are probably
cave worm bow
supplied.
is also in there.
There's some of Squire's bow or arrows. Alright, so we need more fiber.
I've got 327 fiber on me right now, but I was gonna start trying to expand this place since it looks like we're gonna be here for a little while.
Okay. I don't know. I
'Cause
don't
I don't
know
know
if
what
we
we're
need
gonna
to
run
be
into
here
in
for
the
a while.
Arctic, but
I think we just need to shoot things in the face in the Arctic.
maybe. Or maybe it'll be a two-headed polar bear.
Be awesome.
Would be
That,
pretty awesome.
that'd be pretty cool to see. But also oddly terrifying.
Just heard Angry Kitty. Hi, Angry Kitty. Hi, Angry Kitty.
I've still got that deep wound on me for some reason. There's not a timer on it either.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same issue that I had. Did you get bit by a caiman at all?
Got bit by,
Bear, I heard.
what was it? It's from when I got killed by that, crocodile, and then stung by the fish.
Oh, okay. So maybe the fish poison is just broken in general now. Check in the herbalism bench. There should be an anti-poison thing in, or an anti-venom. No, there's two more anti-poison things in there, I think. That should work for you. But yeah, I think those got bugged. I think their timer no longer works properly.
Alright. Getting enough storm exposure to go inside.
Alright, full set of fur armor is available for everyone in the textile
sweet.
bench down at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh dang, that was fast.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's right. Found the cave worm ball. Thank you.
Okay. Welcome. That's right, we can't put the fur armor on right now or else we're gonna overheat, right?
Yep.
I'm not overheating. I think it's fine as long as you're not standing right on the fire.
Oh, okay.
Are we starting to run?
We certainly can.
We have food that's ready to go.
There's a little bit of food in the box. There's a little bit in the fire.
I'm gonna drop some supplies
There's
here.
a little bit in the dryer. Bunch of berries in the box as well if you want to grab a stack of berries to eat.
Yeah, we can head over to the one straight west.
Yeah, straight west is pretty close.
Cool.
So is there an easy way up, or we have to go south like we did?
We gotta go south, I think.
Probably.
Okay. Well, I'll
Again,
put a green dot down.
Yeah, that looks like the right spot.
infinite ramp. Just right up the hill.
Well, that's bear dead ahead.
Oh, is that what I saw?
I'm pretty sure that's a rock.
Rock bear.
Ooh, he just bowled you over, McPrime. You okay?
Yep.
He's fine.
It's not
Dwarf, you
the
get
first time
Yeah.
I've been bowled over by a bear.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm actually surprised I did not get hit harder there.
Yeah, so when he attacked you, you fell down into the crack in the river, and it looked like he just completely dropped you.
Oh,
I really hope they get the fishing unlocked here soon.
Would be nice. I wonder what's taking them so long to do the fishing part. Because, like, that's been coming soon for the entirety of the beta.
they probably can't figure out how to code a fishing pole.
Possibly.
It might be the animations.
Could be the animations, could be the weird coding part, could be that they're trying to find a mechanic that's entertaining. Because fishing in a lot of games tends to be really samey and kind of crap boring.
I mean, there's also, with this one, I'm not sure how you improve it, since you're just going to be pulling those fish that you see in the water and could stab with a spear.
Right.
Also wonder if it's just triaging out of the amount of stuff that they have to work on and update and the time factor, if it just is
Yeah,
maybe, I don't know.
it's one of many, many possibilities, yeah. Because, like, they had time to build an entirely new gigantic map,
Well, this was probably already in the works.
and it could be an
But
entirely
again, so
different
was
team,
probably the
too.
fishing pole.
Right.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems kind of odd. Like, even if they just threw in, like, a basic fishing mechanic and let people give their feedback on it. Because that's kind of how they've been doing things up till now.
Maybe the fishing will be in like one of the future DLCs or have a bigger role.
Maybe?
The aquatic DLC. Lots of fish. Maybe some turtles.
Sea worms.
Sea worms. I think we just call those snakes.
Underwater
Or eels.
caves.
They're eels.
I was gonna say, we don't have too many snakes that are in the sea.
There's a lot of aquatic snakes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
And they're
just
all
wait
dangerous.
for you guys.
Almost.
Any
fish
bets on what we're
there.
gonna have to fight?
The bear.
There?
I'm thinking Yeti.
I think we do need Yeti.
Prime, how are you so fast?
Knife buff and 2 speed modules.
I like Naruto running across this map.
Yeah, I wonder about that because
Yeah.
with my bow knife or with my bow speed skills, I was really fast. But with this character, I'm spec'd into guns, and when I have a gun, I'm not that fast. I wonder if the knife just gets a better speed boost because it's got to get into melee range.
Maybe. Oh, good transition zone here.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I should probably put my fur armor on.
Would be handy to actually wear it, yep.
There we go. Oh, and take your canteen off.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Wait, the what now?
If you have your
Canteen.
canteen in your slot, it will automatically drink for you and give you a cold debuff.
Oh, now that's interesting. Look at the name of this area.
Maybe that's one.
The wall?
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting.
Now my
What's-
watch begins.
What's north?
Oh my god, it's so white.
It is
Hey, there's a
very
cave.
white.
Over there to the right. North to the north? East?
To the northish. Yeah, there's definitely something over there. Although that cave that we can see from here, last time we had one that looked like that, it was just a wall that looked like it was a cave until we got right up into it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, this place is blinding white. I
Wow.
wonder if this is related to them redoing the lighting, because we had the nights that were much darker too.
Possibility. I mean, glacial ice for Arctic, it's very, very bright.
Oh yeah, snow blindness is definitely a thing, as we know very well from being in Minnesota.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
you betcha.
Right,
Oh,
I see
wildlife.
the thing. Oh, that's a bear, isn't it? Or
It looks
something?
like a bear. Moves like a bear. Could be a duck.
Could be a duck.
Yeah, that's a
And it's
bear.
pretty much in our zone.
That's
So,
a bear. Spread out.
yep. I'm
Oh,
going
let's wait
west.
for the other two.
We're here. What the?
Oh,
Where
and
you,
he's,
where you going, buddy?
and he's gone.
Northerly bears.
Oh,
Nope.
he's coming at me. He's
Oh,
charging me.
He's coming.
It was full retreat.
Ooh, and he has a name.
Oh no, it's the boss.
Oh no. Magnus. Bear? Where you
Just
go?
get by something.
He's regenerating.
Oh, we need to engage him in the circle. He's gonna keep.
Yeah.
Oh god, he's got backup.
He brought
Oh,
friends.
Shit.
Bye.
No, Magnus. Don't run away.
And I'm down.
You know,
That was the
I can see
worst
why
timing
this
to
place
leg.
got shut down after all. Get rid of that thing.
Shit.
You have to deploy the sensor or drop it.
Deploy it.
Damn, I don't have a deploy option.
You have to put it in your hotbar, and then you'll have the option to place it when you select it. For the love of crap, bear!
I'm dead. Fuck.
Like, there's no room for any more arrows on his face.
I know.
Jeez.
Oh, it finally hit me.
I'm out of arrows.
Yeah.
Put you in a knife.
Someone needs to. Unfortunately, this bear is just.
Jeez.
Run away!
Get up.
Wrong way.
Oh god, oh god. I'm out of arrows. This is a
Same.
bad thing.
Fuck.
Oh, we don't need guns.
Get up! Run away! Ah. McPrime,
Nope.
help! Uh-oh. All right, so
Down.
maybe we need guns.
It is going to be difficult if one of us doesn't get away to come back and get our stuff.
I put
Although we gotta
20
come back to
arrows
this
in that
house,
stupid bear's face, and he wasn't even phased.
Damn it.
Well, all right, I'm gonna respawn.
We all dead? Shit.
Alright, also respawning. Yeah, that's it's a tough one.
I didn't set my respawn location.
Oh no!
I didn't either.
Oh
Where am I
no!
going to fall? Let's find out.
Recall.
Is everybody
I
respawning?
did. They're not-
Yeah.
I'm at preparing geometry. I don't know if I said respawn or not.
Oh man, we're going to make fur armor all over again.
Yeah, we will.
Please.
Respawn at a random location with my fists.
And we have 33 fur left, so we're gonna have to restock on that. And
Ooh.
all my space equipment is over there.
Mm-hmm. I'm coming back in with a wound.
Oh yeah, I've got a bear wound. All right, I'll make us up some suture kits.
Okay, what the hell's going on here, game?
Oh, I see the house. Okay.
I mean, I would make us up some suture kits if we had any fiber. There we go.
Well, we learned a valuable lesson, I think.
Yep.
Never underestimate the Arctic.
Yep.
And if the other one is any indication, after we kill that bear, we're going to have polar bears everywhere in there.
Yep. All right. Suture kits if you got a wound in the herbalism bench.
So, I don't know what to do. My game's still at preparing geometry.
I got
Have you
nothing.
tried turning it off and on again?
Click kill the program.
Yeah.
All right. I made myself a longbow for now.
Yep. I need to go
Need to pick some stone.
some tools.
Oh my god, I don't even like my friggin' oxygen tank or anything.
Yep.
Oof. Rough.
All right. 4 water skins and 4 bladders will be incoming.
Look at this guy. Oh yeah, McPrime, you're the only one with a caduceus up in the Arctic there. Everybody else is a gravesite. Also, I think I see what the wall is.
Oh, hey, it looks like a wall. Go figure.
Like a giant drop off there.
Anyone getting any Game of Thrones vibes with that?
It
Ooh,
definitely
you
does
White
have a little bit.
Walkers.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get some stone going.
Need more.
Oh, hey, that's a bear.
Yeah, I was looking at him.
I guess I should respawn, huh?
Did you come back in the Arctic?
Yeah, I'm up here, still unconscious.
Really? That's so weird.
That would be why he had a different marker, though.
I guess, yeah.
All right.
Alright, I'll respawn.
Probably
Yeah.
won't be too far from the base. Maybe you'll land on the bear.
That'd be great. Alright, bladders are filling. Water skins are filled and in the crafting bench.
And wow, okay. Apparently I am cold.
Yeah, I've still got the cold effect too. Not the status effect, but the visual.
Ah, mine didn't do that problem, thankfully.
Bitch.
Alright, first furnace is being crafted right now.
Alright, that stone is out of the way. So we got a little bit more room. You kill that bear?
No, he's just wandered a little bit.
What kind of supplies do we need right now? We can start collecting.
Probably stone and wood for the moment.
I got 100 stone on me.
Oh, I don't have
Let's see
a
about creating
I don't have a
axe.
damn knife.
That makes things tricky.
Here, I'm coming back. I can make some knives.
Oh god, what hit me?
I saw a tree fall.
The hell? Tree just jumped up and bit me.
Yeah, they do that sometimes.
Took half my health.
Oh, that was terrifying. What just happened?
What's up?
This is very humbling to be back to low-level tech.
It really is. So, I got myself a pocket baby deer, and I figured I'd drop it off so I could carry over another critter. So I tried to drop the pocket baby deer, and it turned into this nightmarish blob of flesh that slowly melted down to the
Oh
ground.
my.
It's terrifying.
Oh my.
What the hell?
Right. There are 3 bone knives in the crafting bench if you want them.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, thank goodness we got a base built and everything here.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm gonna log off here,
Okay.
unfortunately, since we have to do some prepping.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of prep work to do here. Alrighty, thanks for playing, McRhyme.
Yeah, well, that was
Have a good night.
exciting.
It was exciting.
Stupid polar bears.
Yeah, right.
Before I leave, how about I set a spawn point?
That might be an idea.
Hey,
No, that
I
might be a
forgot to
good
do that again.
There we go. All right. How about I should just sit in the bed? Oh man.
Alright, who needs stone?
Depends
Working on some wood right now.
Do we need more furnaces?
All right, night everybody.
Nah.
Night.
Good night.
Do we have a sickle?
I had one. It's up in the Arctic.
Cool, could you run and grab that?
Sure, I'll get right on that.
Oh, thanks. What a champ.
Just a quick run, you know.
Yeah. Be
Watch
back in a
out for
jiffy.
the bears. Trying to find... Ah, here we go. Fiber.
There you are, buddy.
Just not a lot of fiber in this area, is there?
Mm-mm. There's quite a bit,
Oh,
south?
I hear noises. Oh.
I just went hunting a bear.
Got it.
Oh, hell. I hear an angry kitty. Oh, hello. I have an axe. I'm dead.
Clearly the axe was not the right choice.
As it turns out, no, it wasn't.
Alright, where did that happen? Over
I'm
here?
just west of the house across the water.
Okay.
The jaguar is still over here, and it's only level 5. I got a couple crits on it, so I'm a little surprised it's not dead.
Is it that one?
Yeah,
Okay. Good.
and my body is laying near there in a very dignified position.
I'm sure you died with dignity.
I did not, no. I'm fighting a jungle cat with a stone axe.
Oh yeah, that looks great. It looks real great. Yeah.
Super comfortable.
Yep. There you go.
Thank you. I'm gonna go find some materials to replenish my health.
Alright, stone pick, stone axe. Wood torch.
Oh, well, that's one way to get rid of your parasites, I guess.
Dying
There's
with
a
your head up
parrot
your
in
ass.
the house.
What?
There's a parrot in the house.
Oh, you know, I saw the name, but I didn't see the actual critter.
It seems stuck.
Hmm. That'll be fine.
I got some wood piles I'm putting out the back door here.
Ah, good. We have a pet parrot.
Yar.
Yar indeed.
Yar? Yeah.
Yeah, Yar was correct. Alright. Consume. Alright, so one minor issue is that we don't have that many caves that I remember seeing.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of them. I just do. Oh, come on.
Minor winds approaching.
Yep.
Okay, so North Dakota weather.
Yeah, it's fine. Nothing major.
30 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's a light breeze.
Exactly.
Alright, I'm gonna go that way, looking for caves.
We do have that one waterfall one.
Yeah, but that was really far away.
Yeah, it was.
There was another one, right around middle of E12 that's a little bit closer. It's kind of halfway to the waterfall. It's kind of hoping for something a little bit more closer.
Be nice.
It's actually pretty cool that the winds are messing with my light source from the torch.
Oh, nice. I didn't even notice.
It's a nice little attention to detail there.
Right, no caves over here. What about down here? The problem I'm seeing is that there's a whole bunch of those like really shallow mountain faces, which don't lend themselves to caves very well. Oh, we had the Toothy Cave.
Oh yeah. There wasn't a lot in it, but
It's still something, and you know that's still going to be a couple hundred iron.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing absolutely nothing for caves around here.
Okay. Expansion 3 is done.
Nice.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we don't have the world map to look at and see where the caves are.
Oh yeah, because this is way too new. I am mildly perturbed by the lack of caves around here.
Makes things a little trickier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially going up against polar bears.
Yeah, if polar bears weren't such a huge step up from regular bears, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but I mean, they take thousands of damage to take down. Alright, I'm almost at Toothy Cave.
Well, this is slightly problematic. Unless... Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Use your air. ID 10.
It happens sometimes.
At least the weather's not so bad here.
Yeah, it's fine.
And yes, I do realize I've just damned us by saying that.
Yes, you did.
Incoming Doom Lightning Storm.
It would be nice if they added a couple new types of weather or something to keep us on our toes.
Mm-hmm. Tornadoes.
Yeah, there we go.
Oof.
That'll ruin your day.
Mm-hmm.
That would get interesting, for sure.
Okay. This parrot is still here. Okay.
Get out of my face.
Anybody mind if I kill the house parrot?
No, go for it.
Go for it.
Come here. No, stop dodging.
If you can.
Whoa. Well, that's different.
Dramatic.
His wing got lodged in the ceiling, so he's just dangling.
Oh. You remember way back the dangled ears?
So I guess he's like a special woman at the back door or something.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna add him to my belt, but I don't like him there.
Wait till he turns
How long
featherless
you
and tentacly.
Right?
Alright. I am in the cave, and it is time for a brief snackage, so BRB.
Yep.
Alright, I am back.
Welcome back.
I have
Welcome back.
gummy bears.
Ooh.
Ooh. It sounds yummy.
Mm-hmm.
You appreciate a good gummy animal.
Let's see. Do I have enough? I do not.
Alright, I got some fiber.
Sweet. We also have 600 fiber up in the crafting bench if needed.
Nice.
Perfect. Sweet. 1400 fiber. I finally have enough to build a torch.
I made a slight error in judgment and came here with a pocket half full of crap.
The what?
A pocket half full of crap.
Oh. Yes, that would be a misjudgment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, little turd. Wait a minute, what is this fight? Nope. I think I saw some sulfur not too far from here. Do you want me to go get that for some torches?
Oh, like doing wood torches?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think we have too terribly much sulfur, so yeah, that'd be good.
Okay.
Oh, hey, I'm being followed by a bear.
Brr.
Oh well, somebody's gonna open that front door, and there's the parrot.
I hope it stays.
I do too. Suppose that's what the trophy bench is for, right?
Yes. Alright, on my way back, so I can empty my pockets.
Forgot about that nighttime creepy music.
There's music?
Well, I don't know if it qualifies as that. It almost sounds like bass and scratching metal.
Odd combination.
Hmm.
You guys never hear that? I hear it all the time
My
at night.
music off, so
I have it on, but I guess I'm just so used to hearing it I don't even notice.
It's like the nighttime indicator, something or other.
Well, now I'm gonna have to actively listen for it.
It's got kind of that Chernobyl vibe to it as far as sound goes.
creepy.
Just kind of generic background creepy noises.
Mm-hmm. Subtle, but they're enough to put you on edge.
Okay. Metal. Metal.
Some sulfur. And 3 of those torches.
Whoops. I just ate the raw meat thinking it was cooked.
Ah, been there.
Alright, I'll back with some sulfur and uh,
I need a little bit more wood.
I have 180 on me. I can drop those off back there for you.
I just knocked down another tree.
Great.
Provided I can harvest it before I get killed by some weird nighttime predator. Oh
I'm
god,
in the house,
weird
so you're
nighttime
safe.
predator.
What?
Wait, you're in the house?
Yes?
Who's that running out there with a spear?
That
The
would
weird
be me.
nighttime predator.
Oh, there we go. Do you see the parrot?
I didn't, actually. I see no parrot in the front door.
Oh, I guess the back door.
It's gone.
It's gone. Yeah, I don't see a parrot.
Oh, that's sad.
It's disappointing.
It didn't even go through a molting phase or anything.
I mean, mine had a molting phase of Benjamin Button, so
Yeah.
Oh god, there's like a flesh spider thing on your belt, twin.
Don't
Oh,
worry
it's
about that.
baby deer.
Don't worry about that. Oh God.
Do we want to sleep?
It's dangly and jelly-like. Yes, sleep good.
I'm putting the 2 wood torches into the crafting bench here, as well as the 180 wood
Thank you.
and sulfur. I don't know where to put it. Okay.
Hooray.
Okay. Grade 3 is finished.
Oh, we do have sulfur.
A little bit. Won't last too terribly long.
Here's 7 over here. Sweet.
Alright. Anvil is placed.
There's Komodo underneath the house. And it knows we're here.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Bye, buddy.
You guys alright with it if I make another cave worm bow, or
Oh yeah, go for it. That does remind me I need to repair my longbow. There we go. Okay, now that my pockets are blissfully empty, I'm gonna go back to that mine.
Good times.
Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna make myself an iron pick.
That also seems like a very good idea.
Anyone else need an iron pick?
I'll take one. And then I can follow you out to the mine if you want.
Yeah.
So a little bit more storage. Let's see, there's 7 more fur. Tossing that in here.
Scryer, I heard a non-committal meh.
I'm gonna keep working on the house here.
Okay.
Fire.
I think there's a couple more improvements we can make to really make this shine. Is the path up into the mine still there?
Yep.
Good.
Alright, your pick is in the anvil over there by the smelters.
Sweet. Actually, I should probably grab a little bit more. No?
I really like how that fire is still in the middle of the stairs,
Yeah, that's gonna get moved.
and we are repeatedly walking through it. You know, it just really ties the room together.
I'll see if I can trap another parrot inside and hang it from the rafters. That's That is a statement.
That is a statement, yes.
It says, "Hey birds, screw you."
Oh, I'm gonna swap out my oxygen. Everyone make sure you're keeping up on top of your oxygen and your water, because those are very
yeah.
limited.
Oh yeah. Wait, I should probably refill on that before we head out here. Where exactly is the cave?
It's
Oh, you haven't
north.
seen it.
Nice.
North red, where the red dot is in G9, next square up.
G9, next square up. Got it.
Hard to be impressed.
Let me know when you're ready to go.
Okay, just swapping out the oxygen bladder here, and I am good.
Alright.
So I run into the door frame here. Wait, where'd you go?
I just booked it straight north.
There you are.
There we are. It's the Toothy Cave.
Neat.
Just a neat little cave thing. Kind of
Nice.
reminiscent of the waterfall cave, minus the waterfall part.
You've got some really cool areas on this map.
Yeah.
I like it.
I definitely like it so far. I'm curious what else we're going to find, because we've found 2 really awesome looking caves so far.
Mm-hmm. One of those maps where it's like, if this was sandbox mode, oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love it base.
Alright, did the worms respawn yet? No, good, okay.
Well, that's lucky.
Oh, it actually goes in.
Yeah.
In. Gotcha. Just whacking away at some sulfur out here. Okay.
I am just about full. But I think if we slow boat it back, we can be over full.
Mm-hmm. One deposit of titanium, 2 of aluminum, oh, platinum.
Yeah, there's a few decent higher tier ores here that we can't get.
And reach limit.
Is Fire Pit pocket crafted?
No,
Oh, it
it's
is.
crafting bench.
Oh, it's Fireplace is crafting bench, but Fire Pit's pocket.
Really?
I sworn it was the other way around.
Yeah, I thought that they had made that. I don't know. I don't think I only ever made it once. It was usually McPrime doing it. So I guess I don't know. Ah, I'm stuck on a spike. Oh no. Well, we're stuck in this cave for a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, there's a coal up here.
Sector back is cleared of everything that we could get this tier.
Yep.
Sweet.
I think all that's left is, I think it's 2 aluminum, a platinum, and a titanium, maybe?
Yeah, that titanium towards the back.
Yeah. There's a platinum up
2
here.
platinums. Yep, there's another platinum.
Oh, okay.
If you turn around, it'll be to your left and up. Not the aluminum there, more towards the front of the cube. Yeah.
Ah, there you go. That's titanium.
Is that
Good.
platinum or titanium? Nice.
So 2 titanium, platinum, and 2 aluminum.
Oops.
Oh, and I might as well take this stone while we're here. Why not?
Also, I've managed to contract pneumonia. Per the
Wonderful.
usual. My stamina's like...
Yeah. Well, might as well not bother going outside because that storm is going to stop us dead in our tracks.
How safe do you feel right now?
Quite, actually.
So if I was to move
well,
the bed, that wouldn't be a problem?
Nah, it should be fine.
Sorry.
How safe do you feel right now? Well, I'm sitting in a cave with my previous murderer.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And my health is poor, so I'm vulnerable.
I don't know what you're talking about. Never did such a thing.
No, I never.
I mean, there are bears in this area, and we are weighed down very heavily with metals. And there's a raging
Yep.
storm outside, but you know, we're fine. It's safe.
We're fine. This is all fine.
Well, that's the worst that could happen, right?
Oh man, you love to jinx us.
Yes.
I could use a little bit more experience, Det. Bar's not quite red enough.
Only one way to get that.
Exciting Icarus gameplay.
Waiting out a storm.
Waiting out a storm, hiding in a cave. Coughing our lungs out from pneumonia. So close,
Oh.
but still so far.
Don't forget to set your spawn point when you get back home.
Yep. Do we have a new bedroom?
We do.
Yay.
I'd laugh so hard if after all those building upgrades and switch arounds, we still had that damn fire in the middle of the ramp.
Yep. I think you should put it
Like,
back
the
there just for
perfect spot.
nostalgia's sake.
It's tradition now.
Alright, like 20 seconds left before we can start moving. Hooray! I think we're good now. Hello again, Ace. Yes, we are still going. Loving this new Icarus map. They did a good job with neat geological features and stuff. Oh, I need to eat.
Oh, where's the entrance? I don't remember.
What? Where?
Oh, there you are.
You may get to play it again? What was stopping you before? Oh, you're talking about the Sparkles group? Yeah. Yeah, I think they were talking about playing again soon. So weird looking ahead and seeing these birds waddle across the land.
think the storms might be getting more intense. This one actually blew down trees.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, we did have a red band in this one.
Hmm.
Yeah, we got birds. They're little parrot things.
You get bird skirts.
And we get bird skirts. Well, not right now. I have an invisible deer on me. Oh, my deer's gone. It's still in my pocket.
Probably just melted.
Bird. Bird skirt. Howdy, Demos. We're just casually walking our way through the forest.
Watch out for crocodiles.
No, if they get me, they get me.
That's fair. And if they're gonna get you, they're gonna get you.
Mm-hmm. Stupid pneumonia. Making it even harder to walk as it already is.
Energy bar is practically nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I should make some bread. Don't think we're quite at the point for beer yet, but
No, that glass requirement is pretty hefty.
yeah.
Can't even get enough speed to jump that. Oh god, swimming is so slow. It's already slow without...
It's usually pretty slow.
Yeah. But right now
We've
it's
just
like,
moved to like centimeters per minute.
careful, incoming poison fish.
Oh no! Yeah,
You're being
got me.
swarmed. You're being swarmed.
damn it! A sting times 2.
I'm surprised you only got 2, because you had 3 fish going back and forth on you repeatedly.
I can't get up.
Oh
Oh,
no.
I'm sure it's coming. Still in the water.
Come here, fish. Like you, fish.
Sorry, can't.
Yeah, that
Pick it up?
ability to kip up out of the water is very inconsistent. There we go. If you keep pointing up, it kind of eventually does it. Keep pointing up and then jumping a little bit.
Nice.
Nine seconds left to my pneumonia. Huzzah!
You're almost cured.
2 minutes left.
That's true. You only need to walk it off. Granted, I'm still slow as hell, so I'm not getting much out of this, but, you know, whatever. Oh, it's going great, Demos. We're wearing bird skirts and being attacked by crocodiles and giant angry kitties.
Oh man, I miss my meat skirt.
I'm wearing the skirt now. Mahahaha.
Ooh. Who wore a meat skirt? That was Lady Gaga, I think, right?
Yeah, she did the bacon dress.
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised?
Was it a bacon dress or was it just like straight slabs of meat?
I think it was just slabs of beef.
Yeah. And I don't know if that was intended to be a fashion statement or if that was like a
It was a protest against the consumption of meat.
Okay. Good way to go about that by designing a designer meat dress.
I don't think it was actual meat. Was it?
Tofu.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I wouldn't put it past her.
I don't know enough about Lady Gaga, as it turns out. Oh, what hit me? It's a wolf.
Yep, I'm watching it from here. Go get him. You got this.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
I axed him. Hey, what the? Is that in my bird?
I think it might be. There was definitely a splat when I shot.
Yeah, that could have been my spleen too, though.
Either or, that's fine.
For you?
Yeah.
Oh, alright, okay.
It is interesting that the birds can get shot by arrows, though. Like when you're wearing them. Because I know Dwarf had an arrow stuck in her bird earlier,
It's bird armor.
so it might actually be bird armor. Hang on, hold still.
Did you just shoot me again?
I said hold
Attempted.
still.
It's in your bird.
Did you take damage?
No.
It's actual bird armor. That's amazing.
Man. That leg makes it so hard to shoot him down.
Oh, trying to shoot the birds? Yeah. I have a hard time as it is, lag or not.
Wolf on the premise.
Dead wolf.
Wolf was on the premise.
Now it's a bridge troll wolf. Exactly, Demos.
Okay. Homestead is complete.
Nice.
Huzzah.
Oh, complete-ish. So the front room here is now storage and utility. We've got crafting on the lower level, kitchen and crafting on the upper level, and then the upper level is the bedroom.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
you
work.
got that done quick.
What can I say? I'm real fast. Wait.
Alright, beds.
Oh yeah, set your spawn point.
Bed spawn point.
No. You put the fur in the furnace.
What?
I just accidentally hit store all. Just put the fur and everything in the furnace.
Whoops.
I don't think it does anything, but I could be wrong.
It is a furnace.
Hmm.
Alright, so we got lots and lots of iron and copper. We're gonna need to start making some steel, I believe. I got a boo from Demos. That's fair. Steel. Oh, that's right, we need that coal ore. Okay.
Oh, it should be in the first furnace.
Okay.
We're now up to 62 fur, or 162, excuse me.
I think it's 70. I think it's somewhere around the neighborhood of 70 to make a full set of fur armor.
For people just joining, we got completely taken out by a pair of polar bears.
Oh yeah, we got
Whole party wipe.
We got wrecked. Each polar bear had 20 plus arrows in its face, and they weren't even phased.
One was named.
One was named. It's not good times. Did you see how much damage you actually did to that thing, like percent-wise in the bar?
I think McPrime got it down to like maybe 25%, but then it regenerates. So
Oh. I think it was only regenerating though because it was running away from its spawn point.
yeah, but the fight area there is not very large,
No, it's not.
so very easy to walk out of it accidentally.
Because yeah, I went after the one that started beelining for dwarf. Took her down, and then it started coming after me, and I rodeoed it for a bit until I ran out of arrows, and I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, we had to kind of split the party there.
Mm-hmm.
And don't you know, never split the party.
But there were 2 bears. There was only so much we could do
There
about
were
that.
2 bears, and there's only so much we can do.
Mm-hmm.
So we died.
It was really the one thing we could do.
Yes. Rather efficiently at that.
Mm-hmm.
Twice, in fact.
Yeah.
As soon as you revived me, I just made a beeline to get out of there, and he mowed me down again.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to see if I can get you out of there before you dropped me. It was only partly effective. I appreciate the random bridges and stairs everywhere.
Yeah, I thought that would make traversing this area a little bit easier for us.
Yeah, it's very nice. I like it.
The bridges look nice too, I think.
They do. Alright, so how you guys feeling time-wise? It's 1:30.
Oh my, is it already?
It is.
Oh.
I mean,
Bear.
I'm good whenever.
Okay, I'll still need to set some spawn point upstairs.
Ah, yes.
And then we should be good.
This bear had maybe 1,000 hit points. Maybe. Polar bears were upwards of tens of thousands of hit points.
Those were not low level. That was the night watch that we were facing there, I think.
Yeah. Right, I'm just hunting for fur so we can have fresh suits of armor.
Seems like a good thing to have going to the wall. Definitely want to go take a look at that once we kill that polar bear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder if that's like a sheer cliff up or a sheer cliff down. Because,
Depends which side of it you're on.
well, yes, but I mean we were walking up a rather steep snow hill as we
Yeah.
were going up to that polar bear. So does that wall then continue up and stop us from going forward, or is it a sheer drop?
Say,
And now there's nothing to kill. Oh, wait, Komodo. Hello, little dragon thing. How you doing?
Dead? I'm guessing?
Yes. There we go.
Well, we've got the flour grinding for bread,
Good, good.
so we'll be able to make some flatbread soon.
No, my knife.
Not a lot of wheat in this area either, though.
Not really, no.
Oh wow, it's already almost nightfall.
Huh. I didn't even notice.
I just got a shadow falling over me here, since I'm next to one of the mountains. Oh wow. I just harvested the pumpkins outside the front door, and I only got 8. Apparently you only get one off a pumpkin patch now.
Well, that's not good, but that probably is meant to encourage farming.
I guess.
Speaking of which, do we want to farm?
Might as well. I think it's going to take us a little time to ramp up on this one.
Okay.
I don't think we can take those bears on without at least one firearm.
Yeah. Oh, when that night falls, yeah, it hits hard. I just had the shadow line as the sun went behind the mountain.
Yep.
Yeah, these bridges are pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, you just gotta do that for the rest of the map.
Need a mobile bridge unit here.
Yep.
203 for at the moment.
see. How are we doing on the flour? All ground up. 153. Let's grab
That's like
some
3 bread.
water. Yeah, right. Does not translate very evenly.
Yeah, it takes like 1,500 wheat just to make a small handful of bread.
And I need to get more water. Well, oh. Okay.
Hmm?
That's weird. So I hit the max button and it jumped it up to 30, but then it won't let me make it. Apparently, I only have enough water for 10. And if
Hmm.
that's the case, why tell me I can make 30?
Ah. Yeah, I think it's doing the calculations on the water a little bit weird.
The dough doesn't expire, does it?
Maybe?
I know the flour doesn't, so I'm just going to make the 10 for now.
Alright, I need wood. Do we have any wood left? No is the answer
So-
to that.
Nope.
Alright, shall we sleep?
Sure. Oh my gosh. I can hit my bedroll from the room underneath.
Nice. That's not how you sleep, sir.
My like half in, half out.
No, you're in.
Are we all sleeping?
Or no?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, it transported me upstairs. Sweet.
We've kind of picked a lot of this area clean of trees.
Yeah. There's a few more though. It's not a lot.
Okay. Sulfur.
I think it's interesting that rabbits get aggressive indicators above them. The red.
Yeah, when they very much are not.
Yeah. Makes me wonder. You know, the people dying on Icarus, it's actually the rabbits.
Okay, where's this gonna go? Oh, hey, Wolfie. What you doing over there?
Existing? Without arrows in me?
Wolfy things.
Oh. Oh, oh god, it's 2 wolves.
Are we
Were
gonna need
those
some more,
wolves?
are we gonna need some more wood?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was trying to help you, but the tree was in the way.
Okay.
The tree caught all of my friggin' arrows.
Oh.
Well.
Must you?
Oh no.
Well then. Alright.
It's a wood house.
It is. It is.
Do we have... We need firewhackers.
Yeah, we do.
And the repair mallets,
Yep.
whatever the heck they're called.
We will need the repair mallets, but I don't think that's a primary danger of the of these storms.
Yeah. And they come in fast.
Oh my gosh, I don't have a weather indicator.
I was gonna ask.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a problem.
It's weathering right now. Just FYI.
I'm coming.
I'm over encumbered.
How in the world
Oh,
is
no.
there not?
I'm over encumbered and I can't move.
Uh-oh.
Let's drop some wood.
Fire whackers. Fire whackers. Stone.
Fiber,
is it.
stone.
Fire whackers. Crafting 3 of them right now.
I already made one.
Okay.
So it never hurts to have an extra, does it?
In the crafting bench. In the crafting bench.
Grabbed.
We have a lot of house to cover.
I started fire whacking the house thinking that it was on fire, but no, it was just the... It's just the, thing up there.
Oh, the fire pit?
Yeah. Turns out you can actually fire whack to put them out.
Can you really?
I just
oh,
did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright, and then once the storm passes, I'm probably gonna log for the night.
Okay.
But this would be a really dickish time to log.
Screw you guys, you're on your own.
Have fun with it, bye! Oh, Scryer, your bird is,
Yeah, he's got the tentacle bird now.
Oh gosh. Oh no. The house isn't taking damage though. As far as I can tell.
No, this storm's only hazard is the fire itself.
Okay.
And it's mostly done? We're past the red zones at least. There's
Are we?
still a couple more... I mean, there's no more red zones, but there's still a little bit of a chance for lightning strikes during the green zone.
That's usually when I get hit.
how is it that you're seeing this? I'm not seeing anything.
It bugs out occasionally. I'm the host, so I get to see it.
Oh, okay.
But
I
yeah.
was like, is that a new feature? Because I don't like it.
No,
No.
it's done it occasionally. It's not very consistent. I think we're good.
Sweet.
I mean, we're still in the green zone a little bit, but all I see is light wind and sun. I don't hear any more thunder.
And that's when he got hit by lightning.
Yep. Wouldn't be surprised.
Famous last words. Alright. Well, I got a little bit of wood before that hit, so I'm tossing it up in the bench. It's
Alright.
146.
That was weird. There was a tree on fire over here, and instead of turning into a charred tree, it just slowly faded and disappeared.
Huh.
Like, there is a charred tree over there, so I know it can happen still, but like as I was walking up to it, it was on fire, and then the whole tree that was on fire started to shrink and shrivel until it shrank down to the stump and there was nothing left.
Huh. Weird.
Alright, guys, that's a wrap for me. Hope you guys have a good night.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
Yeah, and I'll try to make sure that the next session I hop into is a lot sooner than it was with that last one.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, you guys have a good night.
Night, Dwarf.
You too. I got probably another 10 minutes in me.
Okay.
Finish chopping these trees down.
I'm just gonna look for more stuff to shoot, because we kind of need that. I guess I do have my crops laid out. I could finish that.
Oh yeah, I barbecued all the pumpkins, so
That's fine. There's been plenty. Okay, grab a couple yeast, get those planted.
always useful.
What else
I'm a
do we
little
want?
surprised you can't do like a rotisserie chicken with a parrot.
I think that totally needs to be a thing.
Right?
Yeah, it felt a little bit odd when I first killed one of those, and all I got was a couple bones and a tiny little chunk of regular old meat. No feathers, no bone, or no leftover bones to chop up. Felt like there needs to be just a little bit more with those birds.
Yeah, be nice. Okay. This section of the island has been cleared.
Alright, good.
Of trees, at least.
Alright, for right now I just grabbed what I could find on hand, so I've got like 5 plots of wheat, 2 plots of pumpkin, and 3 plots of yeast.
You know what that sounds like?
Pumpkin beer?
Sounds like we're on our way to make beer.
Pumpkin beer.
Yes! Oktoberfest.
There you go.
Alright, wood piles are about to start crafting.
I am also going to crash Demos when we're ready to be done. Because it's almost 2 a.m.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised I'm this cognizant.
Yeah, especially with the alcohol you've been doing.
I mean... Oh, we got a wolf.
Oh no. Oh no. You know the baby deer's habit of following the nearest animal?
Yeah?
Yeah, it's following a bird as it's flying off in the distance.
That's... weird.
Oh my.
That gives us 9 wood piles to work with.
Good, good.
It's another dead wolf. Seen a lot of predators lately.
Well, at least we're getting some animals. There was a brief period there where we had practically nothing.
Yep. Alright.
Yeesh. That took way too long.
I think that might be it for me here.
Alrighty. That,
Let me know when we're doing it again.
yep, we'll need the plan for that. Do we want to try to shoot for maybe Monday?
Yeah, it could be that. I think, yeah, that works fine for me.
Okay. Okay, we'll see who else can be available for that.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, it was fun.
Yeah. Have a good night.
You
Sleep
too.
well.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright. So, that will be it for Icarus tonight on the new map. It's a nice map so far. A little bit difficult to navigate with all the crisscrossing rivers, but we're not foreign to that process, so, you know, it's not too bad. I need to get all of my meats. Where? I think the dryer went upstairs. Yeah, dryer went upstairs. Okay. Alright, meat, meat, meat. Meat, meat, meat. Meat, 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 fish. Alright, I'll take care of the rest of my inventory next time. So yeah, that'll be it for Icarus tonight. We also did a little bit of hard space shipbreaker as well before everyone else was ready to play. And yeah, it's a good night. It's a good night. Demos, thanks for hanging out. Ace, if you're still there. Anyone else who is still lurking, thank y'all for coming. Thank you for any subs and follows I might have missed, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.